Brighton 4, Chelsea 1. What a battering in our sexy gold shirt as well. We were well and truly beaten on the South Coast. Graham Potter and Marc Cucarella's return to Brighton was a dreadful one. Trossard scores early on. We're 2-0 down in 15 minutes. We build a bit of momentum. We get back into the game, but it's all too late. They take advantage. Some unfortunate own goals from Loftus-Cheek and Chalobah, but when it's not going your way, it's not going your way. And we were just beaten by a Brighton team that were far more up for it. Defensively, we were really poor, and I think that was the tale for that Saturday afternoon on the South Coast. Graham Potter, manager of Brighton not too long ago, knows the team well, but was unable to exploit their weaknesses and nullify their threats. They were far superior, and we had nothing for them. At the end of the day, if you're managing a team you know well, and you join a new team, I would imagine there would be some advantages you would have over your former team. You know what players' weaknesses are. You know how to exploit them. We didn't do that. We did not do that at all. We were unable to really get the better of Brighton. They just ran riot in that first half. And Graham Potter got it wrong. The formation today was the wrong one. It was the same formation we played against Salzburg, and at the end of the day, Pulisic and Raheem Sterling as wing-backs is risky and a very experimental idea, but I don't think it works. I saw moments, glimpses against Salzburg of how this gave us a bit more dynamism up front. You know, we were able to have a lot more bodies forward and a lot more give and goes, and Kovacic has got more people to pass to and thread balls into. But defensively, we were exposed. The goal that Salzburg scored is, a goal where they had far too much space. Cucarella is running around like a headless chicken, and teams are going to be able to exploit that. The three centre-backs, Chalobah, Thiago Silva and Cucarella on the left. I'm not mad at this formation, but Cucarella as your left-sided centre-back is not working. He was absolutely manhandled today by Marsh. Outrun, outmanoeuvred, outgunned in every department, and he was just really the focal point of where it went so wrong today. Like, they were able to exploit that area so much, and he just was completely void of confidence. I haven't seen Cucurella have a good game in a Chelsea shirt. Like, honestly. And I do feel like when you reach these kind of lows, you need to take a break, recover, and you can come back stronger for it. But at the moment, Cucurella needs to be hooked from this starting 11. Like, he's not playing well. He doesn't know that tactically he's not at it. He's not at the races. Like, this formation that we're playing, he doesn't get it. He's a left back who bombs forward, tracks back, but has always got a left-sided centre-back to pass to cover him. For him to do all of that himself, I just don't see it. I'm not even sure Chilwell can do it, but it just means that this formation is not for us then. I want to see Ben Chilwell on the pitch as our left wing-back, and perhaps he's going to... We can put someone else in that left-sided centre-back position, but it is not Cucurella. And for me, it's got to be Chilwell over Cucurella all day, every day, until Cucurella finds a purple patch and starts building a bit more momentum and, getting a bit more familiar with this Chelsea team. It's too soon to put him in this such a vulnerable area where he can get exploited, because that's exactly what is happening. Cucurella having a torrid start to his Chelsea career so far. I don't want to be too harsh, but I really feel like he needs to get hooked, and he doesn't need to be anywhere near that starting 11. And Graham Potter needs to manage this situation before it gets too out of control, and the press and everyone starts running with the narrative about how bad Cucurella is playing, and his confidence goes further and plunges even more. So Potter got it badly wrong today. He's got it badly wrong with Cucurella. But I feel like in that first half, despite going down 2-0 in 15 minutes, we could have pulled one back and this game might not have got out of control. We might have had a better opportunity to get a point, maybe even a win. At 2-0, I felt like we were still good for our money. We could have potentially got back into that game. We were creating opportunities, a lot of joy in the midfield. Loftus-Cheek, Kovacic were creating opportunities, but no cutting edge. Sterling, Pulisic, Mount, even Kai Havertz, all should have done better in that first half. There were some opportunities that were on a plate. The Pulisic opportunity, Mount could have played the right pass to Kai. Raheem and Kai were just way too predictable in their attacking play. when they were dribbling with the ball, it was all too predictable. And I think that really cost us because Brighton were able to ride that storm, score a third. The own goals from Loftus-Cheek and Chalobah are unfortunate. When it's going against you, it really is going against you. But that first half was really the tale of the day. And that's why we've come away from the South Coast with a battering. Second half, things picked up. Like, we switched our formation. Potter probably should have done that a bit sooner. You know, credit to him for doing so, and he does normally do it quite quickly as well. But we held on for too long, and it wasn't until the second half he played the back four, he put Loftus-Cheek right back, he put Cucarella back out wide before he hooked him for Chilwell, and we had a much more commanding grasp of that game. But the first half and the second half were really chalk and cheese. We created a few opportunities in that second half, but we were unable to really make anything of all that possession and those opportunities. No clear-cutting chances, no one with that killer instinct. Aubameyang comes on, Brozier comes on, Ziyech comes on. Aubameyang, I'm getting really just fed up of seeing his laboured performances. I don't really feel like he deserves to be playing. I think Brozier needs to be gobbling up all them minutes, all that game time, because Aubameyang's just not really doing it. And I've seen this story far too many times with seasoned strikers at Chelsea. And, you know, if they're not going to run their socks off, then they don't warrant a starting place or even a place off the bench. Brozier is doing everything he can to get more game time, and I think he really needs to be trusted with that role. 4-1. It's a bad beating. Credit to Brighton. They got it right. They played out of their socks, out of their skins. They were really, really, really good. Sanchez made some great saves. Trossard was brilliant. Matimo, I think his name is, midfield. Fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. Really, really good on the ball. And we're licking our wounds. We lose grasp on that top four. Newcastle, Man United, even Brighton, all sniffing now, all looking much better run of form. And this game was coming. We drew to Brentford, sorry. You know, we managed to, we blew a lead against Man United. We beat Villa, but this game, this drubbing for me was coming because the performances have dipped. Not in the Champions League, but in the Prem they have dipped. And we got it really badly wrong today. Guys, I want to know what went so wrong today. Please let me know your thoughts. Like the video if you did. It was a really bad game. A like would really make the difference. Comment. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Arsenal next. We need to be on it. Hopefully we can pick it up. I'll see you guys in the next video in a bit.